Good morning, everyone. How are you? How's everyone doing today? We don't have any more of these. All right, I'll have a look when I come out.
It's for the order.
Do the 9 bar.
Okay. 9 bar plus. This is 9 bar.
Oh, is it?
And we don't have any.
Any 6 barbs?
Yeah.
Go with that. Yep. Hi, Sparkly Duck. I like that name. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Emily. Hi, Holly. How are you, Holly? Hi, Phyllis. Back again. Hi, Marie. Hope everyone's doing good. Karen, hello. Ola? Is that Ola? Hi, Joanne. Hi, Talwika. You're excellent. That's really good. Always good to hear that. So here we are again, another Tuesday, another play with some things today. Randy said, I have to say that I have seen 2 videos that made me tear up today. Oh no. Okay, I'll cheer you up. I'm good, thanks, Holly. I'm not actually painting today, even though I said I'll paint, you play. I'm actually going to be working on some hair as a request from our friend Patricia. Hi, Jerry. Did they both make you cry? I was about to say I'll give you 2 videos that'll make you smile. And I was going to give you Julia's video and Leslie's video. Oh, no. But oh my God, I just, not long ago watched Julia's reaction, and that was so real and so precious and honest. Like, I really loved her reaction. It was so good. And then, Leslie's, we're meeting, Gabriella, finally, getting to see some pictures. And, what do you guys think? You've finally seen her. Hi, first time Reborn, Mum. Hi, Lorna's Little Loves. Don't forget, I've just released a video with Lorna's Little Loves when she had Matilda. So that was released yesterday, was it? Chris, it's been so long. I know. Good. We're all good. There's a fly flying around. It's going to annoy me. I missed you. I haven't seen you in like 5 weeks, it feels. Fun. Yeah, some hair. Just do some hair. Brandy said, yes, well, I smiled, but I had tears too. Yeah, I get it. Marie said, I've been getting ready to send Christmas cards overseas so they don't take too long to get there. Yes, I've nearly got all my Christmas cards done. Holly said, oh, you will have to send me the video links. Yes, I can, definitely. And Brandy said, that video was awesome as well. Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Angela. Hi, Christy. Sparkly Duck said, will you ever do a fairy baby? Because I found such a cute kit. It's called Zodi Kit. I love Zodi. Absolutely Zodi. I love Zodi. I have done a fairy kit that I was working on. It was for Annie. It was the cricket kit. That was earlier this year, but I think I did it like on these days, like one of my Tuesday days where I was just sort of painting with you guys as I spoke. So if you do go back and look at some of my earlier videos, you may come across it. I haven't actually got one where I've been working on it start to finish, but I do have that one where, I was painting like a leaf sort of mask on her and that sort of thing. So I don't know if that'll help. Maybe it might give you some tips. Blue Moon. Where am I up to? Sorry. Chris said, I know I've been out with bad lower back issues in a lot of physical therapy. I've been in class because of my back. Oh, that sounds terrible. That really sounds terrible. I get lower back pain mainly in my tailbone, and my wonderful friend Lisa bought me this special cushion to sit on because I'm always sitting down working on the babies and that. So it helps a lot. And I've been taking my son to exercise physiotherapy or something like that. And she's been giving tips to Will which I should be taking on board, but I haven't been. Junior, yeah, hi, you do like my work. Thank you, I appreciate that. Christy said, fairy baby sounds great. I want to do one. Yeah, they are quite fun to do. They're not like necessarily my thing that I love doing, but it's nice every now and again just turning the tables and just doing something a little different. Marie said, oh, got the bad Chris with your back. Feel for you. Oh, yeah. Christy said, oh my Chris, I hear you. My back is killing me right now. I'm having to lay down. Yeah, it seems like so many people have back problems. Emily's World says, hey Annette, I'm super excited because this weekend my parents and I are going on a road trip. The destination is 3 hours away. Oh, I love road trips. I absolutely adore road trips. They're always really fun, especially when you're going with your family and somewhere different. It's always nice. Chris said, yes, it's hard. MRI did on last Friday. Is it getting any better? Obviously, it might be a little bit better since you're here. Butterfly Baby says, my neck and shoulders hurt me days after I reborn for hours. Yeah, I actually went for a massage yesterday. Oh, my God. Lisa, my friend Lisa, gave me a gift voucher for this massage lady, not very far from me, as a gift. And she gave it to me like 3 months ago, but I never have any time to go. And I thought, gee, that's so rude. She gave me this gift. I've got to use it. So I did. And oh my God, she's supposed to clear all the toxins and all that kind of stuff. But oh, wow. I was driving home afterwards and I was like in this Zen mode. I couldn't even drive properly. I was driving a manual. So I'm like, oh, shit, I better get myself together. But yeah, oh my God, I do feel like it cleared me out a lot of, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Christy said, haha, I have the same pillow. Oh, good. They're good, aren't they? Marie said, weather aggravates pain with the body. Yeah, a lot of people had that. Terry said, hi, everyone. Hi. Hi, Tara. Christy said hi to Terry. Christy said hi to Tara. Monica says hi. How are you going, Monica? Chris said, it's hard for me to walk and sit down on severe back pain. That's horrible. It makes life difficult too, doesn't it? Because sometimes your mind wants to do things, but your body doesn't. Butterfly said, please, people don't realise the blood, sweat and tears we put into each reborn, right? Yeah, exactly. Especially, you know, if you're on a deadline or something, you know, you're really committed and you go to bed that night walking like this. It's like, oh, you know, like a little old lady with a hunchback. Monica said, Benji says, no, Mateo, I see you Friday, my Thursday. Yes, Mateo has his sleeps when I do this on Tuesday. I don't like to focus too much on him, otherwise we'll get distracted. He's distracting. Christy said, probably why I hurt so bad today. I've been doing creases for 2 days with Annette's videos, I might add. Yeah, it's got to be a better way sometimes, don't you think? Like, but definitely if you're sitting on a hard surface, you're hurting yourself. Zadie said, I feel for you all. Lower back has... Mine one is mainly because when I was quite young, I think I was about 9 or something, I fractured my tailbone. And it's coming to haunt me now. So, Terry said, my new baby got caught in a snowstorm, not home yet. Oh, that's really sad. But at least if it gets home, that's the main thing. Junior said, by the way, I'm a girl, LOL, and my name is that Sylvie? Okay. Phyllis said, massages leave me bruised, even like, oh, really? I did actually, when I was filling out the paperwork but yesterday, there was a question on there that said, do you bruise easily? I can't handle hard massages. I can't. I have to take light ones. And she said my neck is really knotty and I should really be going back. And she was trying to work on it, but I'm like, ugh. But I can't handle it. I just like light touch. The sparkly duck said, oh no, Terry, hope she is okay. Yes, definitely cross fingers for that. There we go, Chris. He's done it. 34 days till Christmas. Oh my God. I haven't even started, seriously. First time Reborn said my husband's birthday was Friday. I got him home. Oh, really? A home full body massage for an hour and a half. That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, this lady was $99 for 2 hours, and she wasn't busy. So it actually went into 3 hours, but some of that was talking, and she's like a bit of an inspirational talker and into all that chakra stuff and all that. I don't know much about that, but I am very curious and interested in what they say. So she had a lot of good points to say. But she did say as I left, she said, have you had your thyroid check? And I'm like, nah. And she goes, I said, why? Is that bad? And she's like, you should just get it checked. And she said, I think I sense a goiter. And I'm like, what? I don't want this football off the side of my neck. So I don't know, but that was a little bit shocking. But I don't know whether it's just like a feeling she gets or whether she feels something. I don't know. But yeah, it was interesting. Marie said, seems like ailments around holidays just ruin it for a person. Yeah, and that must be difficult. Like, obviously it's warm in Australia, so holidays are okay, but you guys where it's cold makes things difficult. Emily said the road trip is for one night. Sounds awesome. I just love going for long drives, scenery and that kind of stuff. Monica said, we know party on Friday for Matilda, so ready to celebrate. Yes, I'm hoping that most of you guys can make it. I know it's Thanksgiving, so a lot of people will be with family and that. But, Matilda was actually born on Thanksgiving last year, so it's interesting. Brandy said, first time mum, that pic was awesome, him getting a foot massage. Oh, yes. Yes. That's right. I saw that online. Did he enjoy it? I saw it on Instagram. Butterfly Baby said, I tried using a timer, only working for 20 minutes at a time, but that didn't work very... Yeah, it's not very long, is it? Isn't it ridiculous how quickly 20 minutes goes? And, simply, like if someone disturbs you or something, it's sort of hard to get back into things. Christy said, I'm sitting on our special pillow. I just have a bad back. Yes, I'm sitting on my special pillow too. Hey, Lane. Yours from hard work in your job. Yeah, I know, it doesn't always pay, does it, in the end? First time Reborn said, yes, I had to make it good after my surprise 40th he gave me. Oh, that's so sweet. You did well. Very well. Zandy said, mine is due to 30 years in dog grooming. Oh, wow. That's a long time. Junior said, yes, you said it right. Okay, good. Marie said, stress is sitting in your neck. I think so. I am a bit tight there and I feel sore by pressing, but, we just keep going. I personally keep going. I generally can't afford things like massages and that. I wish I could afford to do it like once a month. I reckon it would really clear me out and, maybe even motivate me to work harder. But anyway, these things happen. Jennifer said, hi Reborners, I just love watching this channel. It inspired me to Reborn. I hope you won't mind me sharing that I have videos in YouTube as well. I'm a new artist. Would love your opinion, Annette. Awesome. Of course, anyone who wants to go subscribe to anyone here is quite welcome to. Jennifer, I'd love to watch your videos. I can't actually get to you while I'm on video. So if there's any way, maybe after this stream or something, you could leave a message below and say a similar thing again. And then while I'm going through, I check my messages every Tuesday night on YouTube. I'll see it there and I'll come and have a look at your channel. But I can't look from here, unfortunately. It doesn't let me. Chris said 766 days till Christmas 2020. Oh my God, you're killing me. That isn't really, really long when you think about it. Before I keep going with you guys, I'm working on this baby today. Patricia asked me to show some working really easy with fine hair. So what I'm going to do, I'll just spray that down and show you quickly before I put the light in. So this is just like pretty much a practice doll that I show when I'm showing people how to do fine, quick hair. So I think you can see there that it's only like one hair at a time, really, really fine. It's quite good, and I'm going to show you a quick and easy technique. A lot of some high up reborn artists say no, 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 but it still looks awesome at the end of the day, and it's quick and easy, and I'm going to show you how to do that. A lot of you may have seen it, so if you have, you can see it again. But I'm just going to put my heat lamp in here, so that will make it all a little bit easier for it to work. Now I've got a little special guest here for one moment, so I will be missing a couple of messages. I'm just going to put that over heating up. Holly said my mum went to a massage lady who told her interesting info too. Maybe we went to the same place. Maybe it was at Wukuraka. Wukuraka. So you have to ask your mum where her lady is. Just got a special guest, but that won't be here for long. So I'm going to be coming back to this head in a minute, but for the moment I'm just sort of skipping through a couple of messages, okay? Because I want to show you something. Hi Gigi, how are you? Jennifer says, so funny, I'm working on rooting right now. You have no choice. Look everyone, look. It's Amy. She's carrying my little package in there.
Do you want me to stand up?
Yeah, show us.
Something.
There's something there. How many? We're almost 9 weeks.
9 weeks tomorrow.
9 weeks tomorrow. Chrissy said hi to Gigi. Terry said hi, Amy.
Hello.
And so did Gigi said hi, Amy. Jennifer says hi, Amy. Holly says hello. Yeah, so yes, baby bump. It's a to be continued, remember. She doesn't have a choice. So let's just talk about this for a moment. So I said to all these people that I'm going to do a live stream of the birth. Did you see that? She said no. What does everyone think about that?
You can recreate it.
I can recreate it.
With a newborn baby. Reborn baby.
No. That won't be happening. So if I'm on a live stream when you're actually in labour, I'll have to do a live stream. Well, if she really doesn't allow me, which she probably wouldn't, because I probably wouldn't either, I'll be doing snippets of video and putting it together for you to see. So, yeah. But I'm going to be sharing more pictures of her on Instagram if you want to follow on Instagram, of her journey to being really big. Jennifer said congratulations. Annie said hi, Nisi. Chrissy said, oh, hi, Amy. Holly said, so excited for that baby. Sylvie said, your work is amazing, Annette, and hi, Amy. Chris says, hi, Amy. Chris is from Alaska. First time Reborn said, hi, Amy, congratulations. I've just been talking about you so much, so you've just got to deal with it. Gigi said, I'm with Amy. No, I wouldn't show any bad parts. And obviously, if she was in labour and, obviously having bad, contractions and that, no, because that's quite personal. But if she's got an epidural and she's just sitting there, why not? They can deal with it. They will thank me in 10 years. Reborn says, hi, Reborn, says, hello, just stopped by and saying hi, congratulations, Amy. Thank you. Monica said she's shaking her head. She doesn't have a choice. Angela says hi, Amy. Pumpkin said thanks, Annette, for the bib. You're welcome. Marie said hi, Amy. Christy said that will be fine with snippets. Don't think I'd want to be filmed in public view. No, obviously if it was like that, it would be very tasteful. And Marie said, get your rest now. Why is there flies around? So in the last couple of days, Amy and I have been watching a few home videos of when I was pregnant with her, and it's so weird because to see, I guess in life, all this technology and everything that's come now, most people haven't seen the whole thing where you're watching a baby inside a belly and then to this here, like, it's just so weird. And like I was talking on the video and saying what I was thinking of calling her, and Amy was the first name I actually mentioned, so it was really, really interesting.
Who's Amy?
Amy is my daughter. This is my eldest daughter who's having my first grandbaby. Brandy said contractions might get you. Oh, demonetized. Yeah. Yeah. Leslie says hi.
Hello.
Butterfly says, oh, got it. Hi, daughter. So the massage I went yesterday and had, I've actually got her one for today. So she's just about to go off to do that. How did your house inspection go?
Yeah, it's good. It's a nice house.
Did you apply for it?
Well, I'll go wait till I get home.
Oh.
Do it on the computer.
So Amy's just in the process of just about to move house. So it's just having trouble finding one close and well priced. You watch deliveries firsthand, yeah. Jennifer said, you guys come up with the cutest nursery names. I've been thinking since me and my daughter always say love you to the moon and back to make to the moon and back nursery. I love that. That's really good. Christy said, oh wow, first grand. I have 6. Yes, so it's my first, so it's going to be quite interesting. And there's so many people here who are really quite close to me, so I have to keep it up, show everyone. Thank you, Sylvie. Reborn Under the Sun said, hi Leslie, wiggling giggles. Congratulations on your beautiful reborn baby girl, Gabriella. She is beautiful. Good name choice, Jennifer. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Lorna said, love from Bonnie, Scotland, Amy. Aww. All right. Brandy said, hi Leslie, thanks for making me cry in your video. Love your baby's name. And Annie said, my nursery is Bub and Squirt Nursery. I remember back when Mouse called me Bub. Huh. All right.
So where is this place? Like when you...
So like, you know, where you used to go down to Renee's house, just keep following that road, you know, the one that follows all the way around to Wulkuraka and the train station. You know, when you're going, you know, just past Renee's place and there's a big park here and you turn the corner to go up the hill. At the top of the hill is that street and you just turn left and go all the way to the bottom of the hill. It's like
so
a dead
right
end.
on the corner,
Yep.
it's like a little...
Yep.
And it's a dead end.
Yep. Can you get me the fly spray? Because if those flies come back over here, I want to kill them.
So when you get there any earlier, or...?
Did she have another appointment today, do you know? Did she mention anything?
She's free all day.
I would be going earlier because mine was 2 hours and she took me for 3. It's a 2-hour massage.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
And she ended up keeping me for 3. And some of that was just talking and motivational sort of talking. Not scary and annoying motivation, just really quite inspiring.
Well, I might leave.
So she'll keep you for longer. And when first up, she gives you this rose tea, which is just amazing.
Really?
And it was really hot, so make sure you don't burn yourself.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go now then.
All right, everyone. Amy's going. We'll keep updated with that. Enjoy your massage. Tell me when you finish. Let me know how you went. Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry for the mini interruption. Where am I up to? Jennifer said, I want the heat lamp so bad that you use for rooting. Hoping to get one soon would make my life easy. It does really. I mean, even this job I'm about to do now, I've done it plenty of times without the heat lamp. But it does make a huge difference. So it should always be used, basically. So I'm going to get to that. No more flies in winter, yes. Well, it's just the heat brings them, doesn't it? And at the moment, they're quite big. And sorry, I'm spraying all day. And with this weather, you don't want, you know, anything turning into maggots or anything. It's gross. Phyllis said, me too, Jennifer. And don't forget, if you are buying the lamp from me and you're international, it obviously will come with an Australian cord, AC, because it is Australian, but you will get the international plug. I've got to get some more plugs too. So that comes, it's obviously helpful. My Pepsi, where is your Pepsi? Here, this one. It's always close. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking. Thank you everyone for saying bye. And I definitely will be keeping you up on information. She's a bit camera shy. I'm sure you all saw that. We can all understand that when we're not in front of the camera all the time. It's kind of weird. But that's me, so she's got to accept me. But I will be showing you much more in the future, coming months and everything. I'm not painting today. I'm working on the hair of this baby. I had a request last week from Patricia to work on fine hair. I've also got a request from Angela to do some spit bubbles. But I'm not doing that today as I couldn't find a head quite around here that was ready to sort of go for me to do some spit bubbles. Thanks, Reborn Under the Sun. Bye to Amy and good luck with her appointment. And same with Chrissy. That's all right. Everyone spells Amy wrong. Christy said, I'm working on rooting my first silicone. Oh, that'll be interesting. Have I tried silicone yet, like as in rooting? Hi, Andrea. Cute can cover. Thank you. Angela made that for me. That was for when I was doing the breast cancer awareness one, and she made me one because it's pink. Pick is off with your voice. Maybe if you refresh it. Christy said she was bald, and this is quite my first rooting job. It is quite tedious. Yeah, it is quite tedious. Okay, good. Okay. She is actually with Amy, when I was pregnant with her, I mean, at the time, I think I was about 24 or something, and I was quite slim, and I just literally, it was like as soon as I found out, I literally popped, just sort of bloated, and I didn't go down from there, so she's exactly the same as me. Christy's very slow at it, so this will be great then. Okay, well, this might be a little bit of a different idea because it is working with vinyl and I'm doing a different sort of process. I think people have done this process with silicone, but it's slightly different. Phyllis said, is the baby Levi kit no longer available? I think you can still get it. I think you can still get it here at least. Holly said, I'm eating the weirdest tasting mango ever. Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm going to stop talking for a minute so I can show you what I'm doing. So I'm just going to put that down just a smidgen, just a smidge. So I wanted to show you the rooting tool first. So obviously there's many different rooting tools you can get, from, you know, your wooden mushroom to plastic, people just using needles, people using special sort of molding. So there's no right or wrong way, okay? But as I always say, when it comes to reborning, you should have a toolbox, and in your toolbox you should have a number of different everything. And one of the things you should have a number of is rooting tools. Obviously I'm a supplier, so of course I'm going to have a lot, but even before then I did. So I have the mushroom tool, I have this one, I have obviously using the needles by themselves, and I have another type of one. I'm not sure which one it is. I can't remember. Sorry, that's my son texting me. It's like they never know what I'm doing. So anyway, for this particular application, this is the best tool to use. Absolutely by far. And this is one of the main reasons why I stock this rooting needle tool, just because of what I'm about to do. Now this, just remember, this is just something that I've found nice and quick and easy. A lot of people may not, and they also may look down on it because it's quite quick. Jeez, sorry about this. If I don't text him back, he'll just keep going. They just don't get it. He's telling me he's hungry, but he's got food. Come on. Okay, sorry. Hopefully I keep going from where I was at. So anyway, let's have a look at this tool. They're quite cheap. I actually sell them for $8.55 in Australia. That includes free postage in Australia. But if you're getting it sent overseas, the postage is $3. So it's quite easy going. So I'm just trying to see if I've got to quickly read anyone's. He wants Macca's. I know that's what he wants, but he's at school. But he went to school this morning in a really, really bad mood. And bad moods for Will means not good day at school. Anyway, so this is a tool. This is sort of basically how you'll get it. It's got the little wooden bung in it, and you'll get just a general needle in it. It's I don't even know what needle it is, but it just comes with it. So you can use it, you can not use it, throw it away, whatever. So like I just did there, you literally just pull this middle section out. And as you can see, the bung is actually like a tapered size. So it doesn't actually fit in that hole from that direction. So what you would need to do then, either with this needle or a different needle, is turn it around. So you just unclip that from there, turn your needle around, put it back in place, and then that just goes straight back in there because this bung fits in. Now, why do people keep messaging me? Okay, cool. So that's how it basically works. Now, this needle you get with it has barbs on it. I think it has quite a lot of barbs. So, like I said, you can use it, you cannot use it, whatever. It's nothing especially special. So what I actually do, and I've got one that I've prepared earlier, is when I'm working with a forked needle, okay? So it's a 42 gauge forked needle, and so you can't even see that fork on the end. It actually looks blunt and kind of rounded. The fork is not visible unless you've got the most amazing eyes in the planet. You won't see it. But if you run your sort of fingernail over it, you'll feel like there's a little bump there. So the fork is like this, okay? So this is what, if we went down to a magnifying glass, you would see a fork like this. It'd probably be much shorter, maybe something like that. So that's what you're looking at. So what I do here is, I'm just trying to remember what I do because I haven't done this in a while. I put my needle, this is what I do first. So I get that little end, like you can see there, and I put in my needle. So basically it's going down. Now, how do I explain this? The needle is like this, okay? And you could do that by feeling. I mean, we're really good at senses. You can actually feel which way the needle, the fork is pointing. Okay, now they're always the same. So with a needle like this, basically it's like that, not like that, if you know what I mean. So there's a prong at the top and a prong down the bottom. It's not the side and side. It's at the top and bottom. So what I do, so we always know that we've got our needle in the right direction when we're putting the hair in, is that's where I've marked my little bung on the end. So I put my needle right in that sort of little position there. And then with a Nico pen, I make sure it's going straight down from that point. So we've got that little point there, and I want the needle, the end tip, to go straight down. Be very straight, not crooked or anything. So it's in there right now. So then I've just got, with a Nico pen, I've just drawn around that part. So I know, well, that was when I was actually showing someone how to do it. So they had the guide that that's the way the needle always had to go. Now I know I'm confusing you, I really do. But I do have a video about this. You can watch it back and you can even ask questions if you need to. I'm happy to redo it as much as anyone needs. So then what I actually do is I also mark my actual tool. Now you'll see there's some sticky tape on that. That's just because I've got like a little crack in the side because I've like used it so many thousands of times. But basically you just, if you quickly put your bung in right there, right now, okay? So what I'm trying to do is guide the person, my customer, to put the needle in the right position. So literally you would then get your Nico pen and see how I've got like a line pretty much on either side of where the needle is. So that is a guide to let you know exactly where your needle has got to go. So first you guide it with that, putting the Nico around to always make sure that that hook part is going straight down. Then you literally get your needle facing up towards the sky and you push it in to the tool in the exact direction and in the middle of that line. So that's what you do. That's how you set the 42 gauge forked needle up with this wooden rooting tool. Now before I go, I'm just going to flick by and see if there's any questions quickly. Will is always interrupting. Yes, he is, Holly. He's a pain in the neck, Annie. Why did YouTube kick you out? That's crazy. Christy said, love my new tool. Have you heard of the Dimensions tool single needle? Works great and easy on the fingers. Oh, okay. No, I haven't. You were lucky to get, you were lucky your little sister is sick, so you got to stay home today. Oh, look after it. That's a bonus. Tammy said the needle mine came with broke really easily. Yeah, a lot of them do, unless maybe using the heat lamp or something, but it's just really a bonus with the tool as a guide to show you how to get it out and in. You use this one too, Chrissy? Brandy said, I used that tool, but last time my needle broke and it took me several days to get that wood out. Oh, really? Okay. Tara said, I recently bought this tool as a first-time reborner. I found it great to use. Awesome. Christy said, I've been trying so many times with the 42 gauge forked needle and can't get it to grab. Yes, you won't be able to get it to, it's hard to get it to grab unless it is in the right position. Now I know 100% that this is in that position like that, okay? So I'll get to that in a minute. Hi, Mama. And hi, Megan. Yes, that's the main problem people have with the well, at least this 42 gauge forked needle, is they can't bloom and see the end. So it's like they can't ever get anything in. It's ridiculous. And that's just because they don't know the location of the actual fork. Lorraine said, looks as though I've missed everything. Love to. Oh, love you too, Lorraine. Amy was here a few minutes ago. Well, actually, probably 10, 15 minutes ago. Said hello to everyone. Emailed me a pic of it. Okay, cool, Chrissy. I'll have a look soon. Okay, and Tricia said, I still haven't tried rooting yet, but I will get to it soon. Gigi said, I really need something to help my arthritic hands hold the rooting needle. I have tools and beautiful hair and can't use. That's disappointing, isn't it? Some people have like ones that are molded, and some people have soft covers and things. But I don't have any of those. Chrissy said, hey, Gigi, that tool I said is good on arthritic hands. Okay. you crocheted around the handle of the same tool very comfortably. Oh, okay. Interesting. First time Reborn said, I found that better quality mohair makes it easier. Yes, it does. You snapped so many needles. Well, a lot of people have. So, you know, please don't feel stupid or anything. And it's very, very common. I mean, even when you get into the fact that you really are really qualified at it, you'll still have needle breakages. I mean, some more than others. Like you might have one head and just drives you crazy. Maybe you're not concentrating on something and you might break a lot of needles. And then you'll have another needle which will last you 2 or 3 heads. So that basically happens. Anyway, so I'll keep going with this. This head is pretty warm now, so I'm just going to sort of leave it as is. I'm going to take the lamp out because I'm wanting just to sit the head up a little bit more to show you guys. So I've just got some mohair here. This stuff today. It is premium, but it's been in my drawer for ages, so it's a little bit fluffy. And I'm literally going to get that and I'm going to cut it in half. And my scissors are stinky. So okay, get some other scissors. Okay, so I'll just put that one back there. So basically, hopefully I can get this set up so you can see it really well without falling over backwards. Sorry, just give me a moment to set something up. And please don't press any buttons in it. Come on. No, not quite. A little bit more that way. That might be good. That should be good. Okay, so I've got a nice warm head here. So I'm just basically going to do anywhere, but I will do in this little spot here, okay? So just get a photo image in your brain of this little spot here. So what you do with the hair, you need a bunch of it because you need like a lot of hair, not obviously just using 1 or 2 strands at a time. You need like a little bunch. And with this way, we're going to be rooting in the center. Now this will pretty much take one, I don't even think it even takes more than one. Normally it'll take 1 hair at a time, but when the hair gets taken, obviously it'll be split into 2, like that. So there'll be 2 hairs coming out. And there's a fly flying around again. It's going to drive me crazy. Crikey. Okay, so what you do with your hair is you've just got it all bunched up nice and tight as you can. And you just put it on the head and like literally hold it like that. Okay? Then with your tool, which I've lost, always have your guide like poking up and facing you. So you can always, you're looking down the barrel of a gun, that's what you can see, okay? And you literally just bang it everywhere. So I like to guide where I'm actually going. I visually guide where I've got to root, and then I just over and over again poke in. And obviously because my head is nice and warm, it's going through like butter. And underneath my fingers, I can feel little bits of hair being pulled in. So it's nice and lovely. Now you can do this as long as you want or as little as you like. But generally visualize where you have to root in that particular section. Now you'll see as I pull it up that all of those hairs, now look at all of those hairs that have been taken in just from that moment. It literally took, what was I doing it for 5 or 10 seconds? And look how much hair. That is so much. You can see even this in the sun there. It's amazing. Now if we really look closer at it, let me have a little look here. I've got like a little space here that I haven't got any hair really in, so I'd have to go back and do it. And obviously a little bit here in between. But basically, hopefully you can see how fine that is. I know it's not going to show perfectly, but pretty much that is all 1 hair at a time that is split into 2. Now just to show you how that looks, I'll just spray it down. And give it a comb. So just remember, I just did that part there. So if you can imagine, if your head's nice and warm, you've got the motivation in you to keep going, that top of that head's going to be done really quickly. So again, I'm going to get it all set up, work out where I've got to do, and go a little bit crazy for a minute. Oh, my cat's trying to get in. Like I said, visualize where your hair's got to go. And actually, when I'm sticking this needle in, I don't think you'll see, but you'll see like a little holes as you do it, and you'll know that that has been because it's grabbed a hair. Now I can feel every single time I push this needle in, it is grabbing a hair. I can feel it. I can feel it pulling underneath my finger. Now, if you're like careful, you can really visualize the spot so you're not going too much in the one spot, and so you're getting a big area. Okay, so again, I'm going to pull that up and you're going to see like that. Now that's a lot of hair. That's a heck of a lot of hair. If you think about it to the degrees of, if we were doing that one hair at a time, pushing it in, that amount of hair would take me about 20 minutes. And it literally took, I don't know, what, 20 seconds or something? At that rate, if you've got the stamina and the motivation, you could do a whole head in one day. And it's not going to look too amateur, if you know what I mean, because number one, the hair is nice and fine. And if you've got the right visualization, you'll be able to get them all pretty close together without many gaps. That's the key to it. You know, you can't go, you know, putting a hole here, then putting a hole here, and then here, and being a little bit ununiform. You need to be uniform, trying to get the holes nice and close to each other. Sometimes maybe just going in a line across there. Next line, next line, next line. You know, visualize it. You can do it. You really can. And a whole head could be done in no time at all, like seriously. So I'm just going back now to see what everyone's saying. In case anyone has any questions, please ask. Chrissy says, for sure, better the hair, easier to do. It is. Okay, Gigi. Phyllis said, I'm waiting for my first kit to come in. I'm so new. All right. Christy said, I'm new too, Phyllis. Mama said, can you root with light on and head still in? I think you could. It really would depend on what size head you're using. Because if you can imagine, this is how far that tool goes in. And we're doing it really, really quickly. You don't want anything in the middle that's going to get in the way. But seriously, if you put this tool in and you heat the head up, and obviously you're not like me sitting here talking, you're just concentrating, the head's still nice and warm for me to keep going. So you might get maybe 15 minutes, even 20 minutes, depending on the size head, before you've got to heat it up again. It really will go like a lot. The heat will take you a long way. Christy said, well, Mama, yes, if you have head propped so base is whole. Yep, okay. The April kit is beautiful. I love the April kit. Holly said, wow. And he said, if only I could get a new head of hair, Mouse could reroute it for me. Each few bits she does, she can whack me with a newspaper. Christy said, wow. Holly said, that's one cute Bubba. Thank you. And he said, oh, April is such a sweet. I love April. Gigi said, Annie, you put a smile on my dog. Oh. Trisha said, that is brilliant and looks so easy. Wow. Brandy said, what did she say? There is one hair in each hole. Yes, basically the one hair, but it splits into two. Because I'm taking it in the middle, it's basically going to be like that. One hair pushed in, but comes out as two. Your head's empty even if your cobwebs moved out, Annie. Terry said, wow. Annie said, I once turned my head to the side and something BB guns pellet. Oh my God, you're confusing me now. Too funny. Sound doesn't keep up with your hand. Oh, really? Gigi said, that is with your 42 gauge forked needle. Yes. Now, be careful when it comes to forked needles, because I've had a lot of customers that come and they go, oh, no, that isn't even a forked needle. It 100% is a forked needle. But some of the other forked needle have a really prominent fork on it. But I don't know where they're from or who sells them. I do get a lot of customers coming and asking for that needle, but I haven't been able to supply them and I have no experience with them. And I think that the one I have seen before looked really huge and that it would really leave big plugs in the hair. One thing about this, you might even be able to see really well like that. Can you see how they're one hair at a time? And you can't see the plugs. So if you look really up to the top here, there is one bright one. Let me have a look why that's so bright. That's just because I've got a few hairs rooted very close together. But you can see that you can hardly see those plugs there. Because there isn't. There just isn't. There's no big plugs. It's really quite fine. So even though we've got a needle that is like got that blunt stumpy end on it, and you might think, oh, that might be a bit thick and leave a hole like a plug, it doesn't. It's all so quick. The head doesn't even know what hit it, literally. It's so lovely. Can you do a crown effect with this? You can. It's just a little bit more difficult. So when you're at that area, you would do a section like I've just done, but then you'd have to stop, turn the head slightly, do the section, stop, turn the head slightly, do the section, trying to get it going around on that angle and everything. Christy said, don't think I'll try that on my silicone, but it's working on my Logan, so I'm going to try him that way. Oh, good. The name of the light is just a hair rooting heat lamp. You can see them on my website, so you can sort of see what you've got to get. See if you can get any closer near you or something. And he said, uniform, yes. Each hair that goes in salutes and yells. Thank you. One more time, sir. Lorraine said, which baby is it you're working on? This is just a general baby that I've had lying around. He's really been my practice baby for a few years. I painted him years ago, and ever since then he's just been my head that I show people how to work those 42 gauge needles. Tammy said, I'm using a 38 gauge needle till I get better at it. Fair enough. I haven't necessarily tried this technique with barbed needles, mainly because I found this great and it only took in one hair at a time. If you're working with a needle that had a few barbs, it might take a few hairs at a time and then make it thick and then make it really pluggy. That's okay, Mama. Jennifer said, my first doll was Logan and I made it too thick and cut too short, so his hair sticks up. Well, I will sort of try to work on this so I can show you how to cut hair as well. The main thing is don't overthink don't overthink it and just keep rooting in the same section for ages. It will go really thick, and if you don't want thick hair, you don't want to do that. So try to space them out, but still close together, because obviously if it's too spacey, if you've got millimeters between, say 5 mil between each hair, that's not going to come out realistic in the end. It'll be nice and fine if that's what you're after. But for a realistic look, I mean, if you look at a baby's hair, they're all really close together. So you can still get that effect without sitting there and doing it for, 10 minutes in the one section. How many bandages do I use? I don't have any. That's got to be some kind of joke. And he said, my light burned out a while ago. The spider now crawled in, confusing me. Jennifer said, haven't stabbed myself yet. I've stabbed myself in other ways. I think I have stabbed myself a couple of times doing this, but I notice when I'm doing this, the only time I'll ever stab myself is if I'm not concentrating. So you literally have to be looking at what you're doing. Don't sit here and go like this and then look up at the TV. You're destined to stab yourself. Even though you think you're in the right area, it'll happen. And because it's so quick, it's so hard, Gigi said, Jennifer, baby mohawk is a bit up near me. Well, in Hippieville. In back at Nimbin. Angela said, looks awesome. I may try that. Now, also, I want to really point out, like, if you actually know anyone that's a bit high up in the reborning community, a really good artist, they will really, well, from my experience, they will really look down on this technique. Like, I mean, really. And I don't really get why. It is fast tracking it, definitely. But at the end of the day, if you're getting a really nice look like that, I don't see there being anything wrong with it. I don't do it on my babies that I create to make, mainly because there's a standard that my customers generally are coming for. And so I stick to that standard. So I will sit there and give them the million hours of me doing a single hair at a time. If they're after something more particular, I might go for this, but it's pretty rare. But I really love it, and it looks great. And even like when you sort of have been playing with the baby for a while, it still sort of stays in place. And you would think that because I'm going sort of straight down with the needle, that the hair would always sit up, but it really doesn't. It really, really doesn't. So I just recommend it, but don't expect any congratulations from someone that's really high up there. They don't like it. I think it's mainly because they just don't like people cutting corners. I'm not 100% sure of it, because I think it's pretty great. Again, like I say, in your Reborn toolbox, you should have something of everything for all different kinds of applications. And this should be one that you have got and that you do. Like I said, I don't do this too often, but I do it occasionally. Baby fine hair, I'm always doing one hair at a time. If I'm doing a toddler or something, I'll be definitely using my mushroom tool, and I'll be using a couple of hairs at a time, thicker hair like human hair. So there's always different ways of doing it, and I don't think that there's any absolute right way. And he said, I have, Jennifer, I had a needle go through my thumb once, badly bruised finger, wasn't watching though. Ouch, yes. Holly said, can directional rooting work? Maybe a silly question, but I have no clue. Yeah, it can. Yep, definitely. Gigi said, Annette, could you use a salt lamplight? Yes, you can. Thank you, Leslie, for sharing my website.
Did you get the stamps yesterday?
No, but I will be going to get all of that today. Annie said Pepsi's hair is gorgeous. Pepsi's hair is done like that, like this, because I wanted her to have a bit of a thicker hair, and it to be really wispy and whimsical. First time reborn said neutralizing the Tracy kit now. Hopefully I'll be done by Christmas. This kit's head is huge and I want to root it. Oh my God. Well, good luck to you. Big heads always take forever. Brandy said I have done that technique with a 40 gauge barb and it does get super pluggy and I bleed a lot. Oh no. Reborn Under the Sun said, do you sell a head kit to practice on rooting on besides to practice limbs for painting? I don't actually. No, I don't actually. Generally, all the heads I have are really wanted. Some people, I suggest if you can get a leg or something, you could practice rooting hair on that. The arms are normally a little bit too skinny and things like that, but you could do it on a leg. Also, you could probably get like a cheap like vinyl dolly or something from your second-hand shops, and you could practice on that. Just sort of go out of the box with your thoughts of what you can do, what you can use. Normally you'll find something. Annie said, yes, Christy, she's a fairy I adopted from Mouse. Her name really is Annette, but everyone calls her Pepsi Max. Gigi said, you're as high as I go because you are down to earth like me. Thank you, Gigi. First time Reborn said, when I took my rooting class, the class that half-asking. They class that half-asking. Half-assing, really? Yes. I mean, yeah, it is, if you really think about it. But I don't know why they're just so particular about that. I think you should be able to do many different techniques. Working just depends whatever works best for the baby you're working with. And it's not like it looks like a dog's breakfast. It doesn't look like it's been done by a 2-year-old. And I think I'd like to know if someone, like a big high artist, if they really got into the, bones of it, would they really be able to tell that you've done that? I don't know if they could. The only way you might be able to tell is by looking at the inside of the head. Yeah, whatever makes you happy, Angela says. Half-assing, yes. You would do that technique on your kitten. Yes, it is a great technique where no one can say anything if you're doing it on an animal, because I'm actually doing it on a monkey at the moment. And we all know how hard some of those monkey kits are. They're crazy. I've got to heat it up and then I get into it and it happens really, really quickly. Brandy said, I've seen someone who charges around $800 per doll to root that way. So I guess it just depends on how good it looks then. Yes, true. Christy said, I agree, to achieve the effect you want is fine. And Lorraine said, I think you get scratched, Angela. Yeah. Yes, I mean, let's have a look. I'll show you, if I can, the inside of this baby. Now, what happens is when we actually do that type of rooting, basically, it's really hard to see. But inside, those hairs, they kind of knot. They kind of knot a little bit, but not too much. But there's plenty of hair in there. I don't know if you can see how long it is. It's probably about a centimetre, which is really, really great because when you're actually then having to secure it into position, there's plenty of hair to then, attach to the glue and stay there. So I'll just do a little bit more. If I can get my camera to stay put. Not really. That'll be good. So once again, I think your hair even goes a little bit further too. I'm going to do just this section just here. So take a photographic memory mind of that, and I'll just do that section. So remember that point is pointing up so I can see it. I think also seeing the little holes as you're poking it in gives you a little bit of a guide that you're doing something right. And it also works much better if you're always using like a good amount of hair, because then you're kind of guaranteed to pull hair in. Okay, so just see that's how it's stuck there. So we just sort of lift it up underneath there. You can see all those hairs coming out nice and neatly. We don't have many, throwaway hairs either. So again, I'll show you what I've just done in that little section. And as you can see, I've got to come very close to the line that I needed to. So it's side by side. I can't even begin to imagine how many hairs would actually be in that point. But you can definitely see that it's fine, nice and fine. So I'll spray it down. And now you can see I've filled in that little gap. So it's all filled in now. So, if we, like I said, if we want to put that down to seconds, how many seconds? I mean, I know I did the other hair earlier, but if you consider like a section like that, takes about 10 seconds, 20 seconds at most. You're thinking, let's say 20, let's just be generous, 20, 40, 60. I would say all of it probably took about 2 minutes. All of that section, could have come down a little bit to the front there, but all of that section would have taken roughly about 2 minutes. Let's even be generous. Let's say it took 5. Let's say that took 5 minutes. So I'll just get my hand here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That would take about an hour to do the whole head. Even if you were being generous, because, you were learning and everything. And let's say it took 2 hours. I know that my heads take about 48 hours. So, what if you're just making, reborn babies just for children, so they weren't at the utmost highest level? That's still pretty good. It's pretty good. Chrissy said, for real, they would never know. That's right. The only way they would really ever know is if they saw you doing it as a YouTube tutorial or something, and they sat there and go, oh my God, she's just cheated. What's cheating? Jennifer said, I've tried rooting that way, and for whatever reason, I can't do it. I can only micro root one hair at a time, but I don't. No, I'm weird. No, I don't think you're weird at all. Like I said, it's really definitely in the placement of the needle. And the only reason I'm getting in every time is because, like I said to you guys, my tool is like that. I can guarantee you my needle is poking like that. So if you think about it like this, and we get the hair, okay, so let's say this is a tool. What is happening is when I'm pulling it down, because of the angle my hair is, as you can imagine, when that goes down and in, it's got no other choice but to grab a hair. Now, if I had my hair like this, and I'm going like this, how's it going to grab a hair? It's just not, because that's vertical, and this is going vertical, so to speak. So with this horizontal and this vertical, there's no other choice but as my fork goes through. Now remember, it's really minute. When the fork goes through and there's so much hair there, there's so much. There's no other choice it has but to then grab a hair and pull it in. Yeah, it might grab two hairs at times, but generally I can't see that. Like, I just can't. You can see up the top there, you know, it's just can't really see that. And if it does, well, that's fine. It's still not going to be crazy thick. So if you can imagine, it's all about where that needle is situated to how it pulls the hair. I can guarantee you it's going to pull it in the right way, just because of the angle of that barb or that fork. If I had it on the other way, there's no way it could work. And if you don't have the guide, I use the guide. If you don't have the guide, then you might not know exactly where it is every time. I mean, I do, just because of the pure fact is I know that if my needle is being put in the right sort of section there and I put it there, then I know that looking down upon the top of the needle that it's going to be like that, just because I know that that's the way it's angled. And if you don't know, like I said, you can just sort of flick your nail across the end and you'll feel a bit of resistance, which will actually tell you in which way the needle is turning, so to speak, sitting. Jennifer said, I've tried rooting that way. Oh no, sorry, I read that. 5 minutes. You're good. Yeah. Jennifer said, it takes me 1 to 2 days to micro root. Well, I'm sort of not like, I can't be focused, unfortunately, when I'm sitting there micro rooting. My mind wanders off into 1,000 different things and I get distracted easily. That's my problem. So if I'm really into one head and I'm doing a little bit each day, I'll only really generally be able to do half an hour to an hour every day before my head just can't sit still because I don't want to sit here anymore. So it does take me days and days and days. Chrissy said, oh my gosh, I hope I can get that to work. Yeah, I have such a tiny section done and I've worked several hours. And Gigi said, no such thing as cheating in art. And this is art. Our dolls are art. Yes, they are. If anyone does decide to buy the 42 gauge forked needles and one of these, and they want me to set it up for them, now I'm not telling you to go buy that. It's not what I'm about. But if that's what you plan to do, you can ask me and I will draw your guides on your tool for you and put the first one in. Okay, so that's a possibility if anyone needs that kind of help. If you want it, it's there. That's completely up to you. And if you have them at home and you have the questions, you know, maybe I could take some pictures of what you've got to do or something. Christy said, okay, Jennifer, I'm going to send you mine to root. Angela said, you're right, Gigi. Yes. Yes, I agree too. So does Chrissy. Jennifer said, first one took me a week to do, getting faster as I get better. But yeah, if you get orders 2 days is too long. Yeah, true. Deanna, Precious Blessings, said, I'm on my second week in 12 hours a day, still have the top center to go. That's very quick for a nice amount of hair. Yeah, it is. It's just, yeah. I guess it's one of those things you just need to practice. Give it a go. See if you like it. If you don't like it, then that's fine. As we know, this world, we're all different. We all have different ways of doing things. We all have different likes. And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if you can do it this way and you like it, maybe it might be all that you need to do. Jennifer said, oh my, Deanna. Phyllis said, do you think using better quality hair makes it go faster? I would say yes. And sit better too. This is a premium quality. If you're using something that's really cheap and maybe a bit coarse, you might find that it's going to stick up in the air. It might not sit for you as well. I'm sure it would root as well. I'm sure it would be fine to root it, but I think it might stick up and not sit nicely. Jennifer said, I can usually finish painting and root a doll and be done in 5 days to the week. Yeah, I think that's pretty common. You know, if that's your focus and that's pretty much all well, not all you're doing, but generally, then definitely. I find with me, obviously, I'm doing other things, running a business and paperwork and all that. It gets on top of me. And it depends on the size of the doll. True, Jennifer. Christy said, I'm liking it. Yes. Jennifer says, I haven't tried more premium hair, but I have a feeling it would quicken things to ruby red. Is so thin and doesn't like to stay in. Yeah, and I find ruby red breaks easily. It's really easy to break. Now, I can't show you here, but if you looked at my table, there's no hair lying around everywhere. There's no breakages. This is the hair after I've used it. It's going to get a bit, fly away. But you just generally sort of pat it down with your hands and it's fine. And two, hopefully this works. It normally does. I just don't look stupid. But look, it doesn't come out. Like sometimes when you're doing one hair at a time and it just comes out really, really easy unless you secure it. This, I think, because of the way it's gone in and kind of given it a knot inside, like, it's quite secure. I wonder how many ton I can hold up. But, you can be quite rough with it. So it's good like that. It's really good. Oh, my knee is sore. Reborn on the Sun said, how much do your rooting tool, are you talking about how much do they cost? This one is like $8.55. That's if that's a question. I believe the 42 gauge forked needles, a pack of 10 is $11.95. So let's say you're looking at $20 in international post. It's free post in Australia. International post is $3. So that'd be around $23. And don't forget that's Australian. So in US it's probably around $19.50, $20, something like that. Not too much just to give it a go. Heidi said, hi, I got a notification, so I'm late. Oh, just come in late. That's a bummer. Tammy said, hi, Heidi. Reborn said, I mean your routing needle. Sorry, yeah. Christy said, I jumped the gun and brought cut needles. What tool do you use them for? The mushroom one. The mushroom one, because you can't put like a full needle into the mushroom one. You can only, you get the cut part and the end of it, it's like got a little vise and you put it in the vise and then you tighten it. So yes, you will be able to use them if you've got like one of the deluxe wooden mushroom ones. Angela, Reborn Under the Sun, and Christy all said hi to Heidi, and so did Lorraine. Said, how are you? And a big hello to you. Heidi said, hi Angela, I sent you a picture, and hi to all. Angela's going to look after. Sweet Angel said hi. Hello. Gigi said, I'm watching this while merging a shy doll body with a Reborn toddler kit, and that probably kosher to the Reborn purists either. Yes, you're speaking my language. Jennifer said, yeah, I have nothing else to do and it's all I do. But that's pretty amazing. As long as you enjoy it, that's great. Gigi said, oh, has anyone tried alpaca hair? Yes, I have. I believe this is alpaca hair, actually. I'm almost certain. That fly is not... Hopefully I got away. Jennifer said, yeah, I have to comb, to untangle constantly. Waste the half of every bit I take. Christy said, where do you get your hair from, Annette? Well, this hair I got a while ago. The lady actually doesn't sell it anymore, unfortunately. Sorry, there's a magpie trying to call me at the door. When I'm actually making a baby, lately I like to really go for the Susan Miguel, and I get that from City of Reborn Angels. She's amazing. Otherwise, if I'm going for Slumberland, I get that off their website, and same with Delta Dawn. So I don't know about the other companies overseas because I don't generally buy them from them. Isn't kosher? Yeah, I get it. Jennifer said, yeah, Chrissy, it's such a waste and costs too much. Yeah, it does. But I find with the premium, you don't waste as much. It sort of sits better, does as it's told. Yeah, I remember like in the early days when I used to, I'd sit on the lounge with my legs crossed and have a pillow in front of me. And I found if I was using the cheaper hair, I'd always had hair all over me, all over my pillow and lap. It would be sort of everywhere. But then when I started to use something a bit more premium, there was very little of that around. It just holds better, doesn't break as easy. Tammy said, how much are your rooting lamps? My rooting lamps are $29.95. Now that comes with 2 bulbs, and if you're international, it's an extra $5 to get the adapter. The postage is like $15. I think it was about $15.95 or something. So generally it worked out to be about $50. So that is Australian, so obviously it's cheaper in US. Marie said, how can you determine how much hair you will need when you start so you don't have to worry about running short on it? That's really a hard type of factor. I kind of wish I was upstairs at the moment. I remember when I bought Matilda's hair. I'm going to go show you anyway. Let's just go upstairs. Let's just do this. Bird's upstairs. Okay. Phyllis said, Annette, would you consider doing a tutorial on air drying a whole vinyl baby? Yeah, probably. Heidi said, want me to ask Alexa? Yeah, ask her. I love Alexa. She's so good. Okay, now, put you down here. This is just in my studio. That's normally where I do my videos. You know where we are. Now let me just get this to sit here without knocking everything over. Because it's a little bit crazy. What can I put behind there? Got a freshly made kit I'm working on here. And some cans. Now, stay there. Good. Okay. So, I'm going to just show you the hair I bought for Matilda. Now, this is all my mohair, leftover bits and pieces. Where are you, Tilly's hair? Here it is. So, when I bought Matilda's hair, I was a little bit miffed, you might say, because this is City of Reborn Angels. They only sell I think the hair was about 7 gram or something, and it was about 28, I think it was about 28 or $30 Australian. And I thought, oh my God, I don't want to buy a lot because it's really expensive. So I just bought the minimum. I thought, well, City of Reborn Angels is close to me, and I'd just be able to easily buy more if I needed to. So I bought the hair, and I did Matilda's hair. And this is how much I was left with after buying 7 gram. Now that is a lot of hair left over. I absolutely couldn't believe it. Now, Matilda does have fine hair. It was micro-rooted, 1 hair at a time. And it is nice and neat together. There's no gaps. It looks thick, but it's not. It's not really thick. I can't even show in the picture, but it's all really neatly together. So how do I say? Basically, it's just all together, but it doesn't look thick. So probably like my hair even, not as good as that. God did that. But it's not thick, but you could really see it's close together. So 7 grams, I couldn't even tell you how much I used. That's so much left over. I think with that much hair, I would be able to do at least another 2 babies. I'm not joking. It's crazy. So that's what quality reborn hair can do for you. Sorry, letting the jet go now. I was so impressed by that. So don't be afraid to pay bigger money. And if you're not going too thick, any amount of hair should get you through a whole head. So when you say how much do you know what to use or to buy, I can't really tell you, but I can tell you if it's done generally the right way, I don't think you'll use more than what you buy for one head. Hope that helps. But it's just a little fun fact for you guys. Let's put that back, and since I'm up here, I'm just going to stay because I've got to finish up. First time Reborn said, good thing about the mushroom, it's hard to break a needle. It is, because it's only a smaller amount. I've got my mushroom tool here with a broken needle in it. Yes. So I'll quickly show you. Let's have a random play. Where is my pliers? This is my toolbox. Where is it? Great. Someone stole it. So let's see if I can find a pre-cut one. But I can't, so I'm going to go hard at this. So this is my one with the broken one in, and you can see it's coming out there. I can just pull it from in there. Okay, so that's my little broken piece. Like that there. Which I better not lose, otherwise I will put it in an empty can. No one's going to touch it that way, are they? So this is my needle. So if I had my pliers, which like I said I don't, I would put it down the end, just where it sort of tapers there, and you hold it on either side, and let's see if I can do this. No, I can't. So I'm going to lean on it. Just lean on it. Okay, that worked. So I just pushed down hard, and this is what I'm left with. Okay, and so you just put it into your little vise there, put it right in the middle, and tighten around it. Now, some people, that when you're buying cut needles, they might be a little bit thick, longer, and up into this part, but I've found I never needed to do that. That amount was enough for me, and then I could just go. And you can see my tool here. I show people quite often that, look how, like, this is pretty new, this one. Look how dirty this is. This is like, I've been using it forever. So that's just a little fun fact for you there. Reborn Under the Sunset. Okay, thank you, Annette. Was thinking in ordering one for Lucas' head, and he is the only one that has no hair yet, but thinking about it, no worries. Brandy said, I've brought local alpaca hair, but all they had was roving. I suspect it might be too short for doll hair. I have a list of hair types. I will find it. Okay. Jennifer said, dying laughing, get them closer. I'm really far behind, aren't I? So I'm going to skip a couple of things. Okay, Sweet Angel said today is her day off work and she's time with her reborn babies. Good. Deanna said, I got a ruby red in my starter kit. A lot of waste. Slumberland is much better with softness and no waste. I can't wait to try Susan Nagel and Delta Dawn. Awesome. Yes, Slumberland is beautiful. That's a parrot. No, it's a magpie. I can't even show you. Where are they? Oh, I shouldn't make you guys all jealous, should I? I just want to show you out my window. So for all of those who are having a cold moment, here, get warm. Get warm, guys. Soak in the heat, soak in the tropical temperature. And the magpies are down there somewhere. I don't know where they are. Probably right below me. So that might give you a little bit of warmth. I'll have to do a live stream from outside so you guys can just watch some blue sky sunshine for a while. Gigi said, okay, my neighbours have alpaca. Try that. I think there is a baby Maggie out there. You use Susan's hair. It's beautiful, isn't it? Your dogs don't shed much. Okay. Deanna said, with Slumberland, I use half the amount of the cheaper mohair. Definitely do. You definitely do use less, I think. Chrissy said, how do you feel about human hair? How does it behave and cost difference? I use human hair for any toddlers I'm making. I find it to be great. It's obviously thicker, more coarse. Let's get this again. But I buy extensions, human hair extensions, and I cut them down. So let me just see. I have got some here. Oh, there's some in here. So this is some human hair. I don't even know where to open it. There we go. So they're human hair extensions. I sort of went onto eBay and I really looked at the feedback of the human hair that I ever choose, because I don't want to be paying a lot of money because it is expensive. I don't want to pay a lot of money and find that it's fake, that it's polyester or anything. So that's what I did, and I find it's quite nice. You can see it's heavier there than obviously your mohair and that, but I have so far, knock on wood, had no problems when I've had to use it. Go in there, you little bugger. And it goes a long way as well. It's funny that you say that. First time Reborn just said, have you ever used your kid's hair for a Reborn? Tiana's first baby that I made was using her baby hair. But just to give you a little bit of a laugh, I've got some in here. There's my Slumberland. Absolutely stunning and beautiful. You can see how soft and shiny that is. Amazing. This is Amy's hair from when she was about, I think about 8 or 9. I gave her a haircut. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, I'm not going to, let's not think about that. Babies grow up too fast and become pregnant. Okay, good. And then I've got another funny one here. There's some more of Amy's hair. Tiana never cuts her hair and never would, so, but this was from this was 2018. This is Will when he had his mullet earlier this year. It's all stiff because I cut it off when it was wet and just been washed. But that's Will's mullet, like crazy. But I always keep it in with my own hair. I don't know why. It's kind of random, but that's what I do. But yes, I do I have my kids' hair and I have done it on my head before. I think Slumberland is the name of the website. Just Google it. Tammy's Tiny Tot says, I'm Canadian, so it costs me almost the same as Australian. Oh, that's true, yes. Reborn Under the Sun said, I have hair extensions and was thinking of using it on Luca. It is definitely better when you're working on a bigger baby. Brandy said, human hair is good, but it's not too fine, so it's better for toddlers. Yes. And using something with more barbs, I find really good because it's not as soft and as your mohair, so it's a little bit heavier when putting it in. So when I use like lots of barbs, like say 9 barbs, I'm kind of guaranteed that one of those barbs is going to pull in a few. Jennifer said, I agree, baby hair is too fine to use. Human hair would make baby hair look too thick and feel thick. Yes. Christy said, okay, what's the best 0 to 3 months baby? Yeah. Phyllis said, I have a doll from when I was a child. When I get some experience, I want to reborn her. I have my granddaughter's hair, 12 inches, and want to yep, absolutely. Newborn or yearling, I think I've used yearling mainly, but either is quite good. Jennifer said, I wish I knew. I haven't tried anything other than Ruby Red because I'm afraid to spend money. Fair enough. Definitely fair enough. Christy said, is that how to look it up? Susan Nagel. I think it's Nagel, Nagel. If you can't find it, look up City of Reborn Angels and look under there and look up hers. Deanna said, cheap mohair usually needs a half an ounce. Good mohair, about a quarter of an ounce. Okay, now sorry I'm so far behind. Marie said, I can feel the heat and see the sun. That's okay, Brandy. Reborn Under the Sun said, thanks, LOL, I'm ready for cold weather. Holly said, beautiful. Angel said, beautiful one day, perfect the next. That's right. That's what we are here in Queensland. Deanna said, I can just picture sunbathing in your backyard of the sun. Feels great. It is great. Tammy said, you haven't taken us to the park since last spring when you slid down the slide and climbed in a sundress. Yes, I've got to do that again. Maybe when Tiana's on the holidays. Yes, that would be a good... We could do that. Yes. I'm just thinking now. Not this Friday, not the next Friday, but the Friday after, she'll be at home. And maybe we could do a live stream from the park. Yep, Queenslander, Tara. She did have beautiful hair. Reborn Under the Sun said, I have extensions going to save for Luca. Good. Jennifer said, my oldest two just graduated from high school. Oh, it's sad, isn't it? First time Reborn said, so pretty, girl. All that hair, save a lock and use the rest. I know. I don't know if I can use it though. If I was making a baby for her or maybe her baby, I probably would. Chrissy said, wow, I actually have a small bit of my baby hair when I was 18 months. I might use that. If you're making a baby for yourself, it would be nice. Phyllis said, I like using human hair. I get it from my beautician. That's awesome if you've got those connections. Christy said, is human hair too thick? Also, it is thick. So you have to be prepared that it's going to be more of a toddler size. I've got a few videos. I do have one video where I'm actually using human hair to root with for a toddler. You have to go back through my videos, and if you can't find it, ask me and I'll look for it for you. But it is on there, using long blonde hair, I believe. Trisha said, oh, that's cute. I cut my hair when I was about 16 and my hair was down to my butt. I kept it and it's around house somewhere. Oh, that's cool. That's okay. Megan's asleep. And Deanna said, I would use real baby hair, but my kids never had much. Yeah, I know. All right, guys, I'm over time, so it's time for me to go. I hope this helped a little bit today. Any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm always here to help. I'm going to try to work on spit bubbles next week, so I've just got to locate a baby or kit somewhere that I can use to do spit bubbles. So hopefully I'll be able to get that organised. Tammy said, I have some hair from my latest haircut. I'm going to use it on a doll I'm making for Mary. Oh, that's wonderful. Gigi said they're expecting snow in the Victorian Highlands. Could all go and do a white Christmas shoot. Oh, yeah, wouldn't that be cool? All right. So Gigi says bye. Heidi said great time. Dinner just came. Oh, good. Gigi said spit bubbles. Yes. Jennifer says everyone, bye everyone. Annette, can't wait to see my dolls. Oh, cool. Yes. Make sure you let me know. And he said, bye, kids. Deanna says, have a great day. Bye. Marie said, night, Annette. Love all the help you gave. See you next time. See you next time. First time Reborn said, thanks for always sharing and helping us. You're the greatest. Been watching you since I started. Good night. No worries. Lorraine said, bye, everyone. Have a great day and evening. Love to all. Mwah. Christy said, yep, fun. Good night. It's all dark here and it's bright and sunny. Yep. Terry said, night, Annette. Good night. Trisha said, night, everyone. Bye, Annette, and have a good week. You too. Terry said, baby comes tomorrow. Let me know. Cross fingers for you. Angela said, thank you. Awesome. Kiss for Mateo. I know I've got to go. So he's playing on the ground at the moment. So I'll just quickly bring him up to everyone. Say hello. Say hi, everyone. Say goodbye, actually. Say goodbye, because we don't want you staying all day. Say bye-bye. Bye. No looking out the window. Here. Here. Okay. Bye, Mama. I'm glad you had a great time, Jennifer. Holly said, bye, Annette. Love this video. Mwah. Bye, Holly. Have a good day. Tammy said, g'day, Annette, and everyone. Bye. Marie says, night, Mateo. Holly says, Xanthi, Mateo. Xanthi's, where is Xanthi? Oh, she's over on her chair. Reborn said, thanks, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Annette. We'll see you again soon with my Reborn girl next week. Bye. Cheeky Mateo. Mateo, bye, Mateo, says Trisha. Phyllis said, bye, everyone, and thanks, Annette. Bye-bye. Christy said, oh, bye, Mateo. And Lorraine said, bye, beautiful boy. Mwah. Mwah. Bye, Grandma. Okay, everyone, have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving for those who celebrate it. And I'll see you all for Matilda's birthday on Friday or Thursday. Bye.